come and gone, and their story's still unfolding.
After deliberating for some time, we decided to do what we do best. That is a show about and with everyday people. This show always allows people, hopefully, to understand the power they have to change their own lives. If there's one thread running through each show we do, it is the message that you are not alone. Thank you all for sharing this first show. You've been wonderful. And thank you, America! Yay! 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 25 years, and I'm still saying thank you, America. Thank you so much. There are no words to match this moment. Every word I've ever spoken from the stage of the Oprah Show for 4,561 days of my life is what this moment is all about. Yesterday, you heard the legendary Aretha Franklin sing what has really been a constant in the theme song of my life, Amazing Grace, and how truly amazing it is, this journey that you and I have shared together. I mean, really, people. When I arrived in Chicago from Baltimore, where I co-hosted my first talk show with Richard Sher, who's here today. Richard? I was just happy to get the job. And as you can see from my first day on AM Chicago at WLS, I had no publicist. No publicist advising me, no stylist. There was no hair and makeup team. Just a jerry curl and a bad fur coat. When I came here, I was about to turn 30 years old. I didn't have a vision for, or a lot of great expectations. Stedman talks about vision all the time, but I didn't have one, honey, when I came here. I just wanted to do a good job and cause no harm. I was so happy to get the job. I forgot to ask Dennis Swanson, who hired me, do y'all have an audience? Will there be an audience? Because in Baltimore, we had an audience. It was just about 24 people. So I came here expecting that I'd have at least the same. That first day was a shock to me. There was no audience. There I am in my best Anne Klein 2 velour outfit. Yeah. My first guests were a few Chicago football players. New Year's Day, 1984. There we are trying to make chili with no stove, no heat, and no you. I needed people. I needed to have you to gauge how things were going during the show. If you were responding, if you were laughing, if you were tracking with me. So after that first show, we put some fold-in chairs in the audience. We brought in the staff. Look at their pitiful. Secretaries, anybody we could find in the building, and filled in the rest with people off the street that we bribed with donuts and coffee. And say, come in, you want to get warm? Well, from day one, Chicago, you took me into your living rooms and into your kitchens and your dens, and you spread the word to your friends. I heard you saying, have y'all seen that black girl on TV named Oprah? The first week, we went national. I remember I got a letter from a woman named Carrie in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And Carrie said, Oprah, watching you be yourself makes me want to be more of myself. That was and still remains one of the nicest things I ever heard. What Carrie felt is what I wanted for every single one of you. I wanted to encourage you to be more of yourself, just as you all encouraged me and you cheered me on. and occasionally complained about my outfit. My big hair, whoa, and earrings the size of napkins. I now see you had every reason to, but at the time you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was styling pretty cute. But soon after I started the show, something shifted for me. It really did. I started the show as a job and was very happy to get the job, but it was not long before I understood that there was something else going on here, more than just job satisfaction. Something in me connected with each of you in a way that allowed me to see myself in you and you in me. I listened and grew, and I know you grew along with me. Sometimes I was a teacher, and more often you taught me. It is no coincidence that I always wanted to be a teacher, and I ended up in the world's biggest classroom. And this, my friends, will be our last class from this stage. So today there will be no guests, there will be no makeovers, no surprises, really no surprises. Surprise overload from United Center. You will not be getting a car or a treat. This last hour is really about me saying thank you. It is my love letter to you. I want to leave you all with the lessons that have been the anchor for my life and the ones that I hold most precious. Every day that I stood here, I knew that this was exactly where I was supposed to be. And there was many a day, Stedman can tell you, like so many of you, I came to work bone tired. And I often joke with my makeup team, my face is still in Cleveland, y'all. Can you get to Chicago by 9 o'clock? But I showed up because I knew that you were waiting. You were waiting for whatever we had to offer. And that is why I never missed a day in 25 years. Because you were here. And because this is what I was called to do. What I know for sure from this experience with you is that we all are called. Everybody has a calling. And your real job in life is to figure out what that is and get about the business of doing it. Every time we have seen a person on the stage who is a success in their life, they spoke of the joy and they spoke of the juice that they received from doing what they knew they were meant to be doing. We saw it with the volunteers who rocked abandoned babies in Atlanta. We saw it with pie ladies, those lovely pie ladies from Cape Cod making those delicious pot pies. And we saw it even with prisoners, training puppies behind bars to be adopted by our wounded soldiers. Many of those inmates, for the first time, got to experience what it meant to love and be loved, and it took a dog to do it. We saw it every time Tina Turner, Celine, Bocelli, or Lady Gaga lit up the stage with their passion, because that is what a calling is. It lights you up, and it lets you know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that is what I want for all of you. And hope that you will take from this show to live from the heart of yourself. You have to make a living, I understand that, but you also have to know what sparks the light in you so that you in your own way can illuminate the world. You know, when I started, not even I imagined that this show would have the depth and the reach that you all have given it. It has been a privilege for me to speak to you here in this studio, in this country, and in 150 countries around the world. On this platform, that is the Oprah Winfrey Show. You let me into your homes to talk to you every day. This is what you allowed me to do, and I thank you for that. But what I want you to know, as this show ends, each one of you has your own platform. Do not let the trappings here fool you. Mine is a stage in a studio. Yours is wherever you are, with your own reach. However small or however large that reach is. Maybe it's 20 people, maybe it's 30 people, 40 people, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your classmates, your classroom, your co-workers. Wherever you are, that is your platform, your stage, your circle of influence. That is your talk show. And that is where your power lies. In every way, in every day, you are showing people exactly who you are. You're letting your life speak for you. And when you do that, you will receive in direct proportion to how you give in whatever platform you have. Of course, the circumstances are all different for all of us, but the power, I know, is the same. You can help somebody, you can listen, you can forgive, you can heal. You have the power to change somebody's life. Look around and you'll see. You may not have to look any further than your own family or maybe even your own self. The power is the same. Everybody has a calling. Mine aligned with my profession, my job, but not everybody gets paid for it. But everybody is called. It may be your skill at listening, your talent for nurturing and mothering. Do not get it confused. It does not have to be some highfalutin something or something that makes you famous. We're all confused about fame versus service in this country. And one of my favorite stories is Marcia Kilgore, who founded the successful Bliss Spa. She was here years ago. And I remember going to her spa and getting a beautiful facial from her, so great. And I stood up on the table and I said, "This is the best facial I ever had." And she said, "That's because extractions, popping zits, are my passion." My great wish for all of you who have allowed me to honor my calling through this show is that you carry whatever you're supposed to be doing, carry that forward, and don't waste any more time. Start embracing the life that is calling you and use your life to serve the world.